Today I wanted to do for you guys kind of a glowy, bronzy, dewy, easy look for makeup that was kind of festive, but also just kind of a little something that doesn't require too much as far as product or time. You can, you know, alter that to your liking. You can add some more things, take some more things away, spend more time, spend less time than I spent in this video, but I just kind of wanted to chill with you guys, quietly do my makeup with you, and show you this little look. I like it. It's like not necessarily natural, but kind of natural. It's not too much. I had asked you guys on Instagram if you guys wanted to see some outfit ideas, and someone's response was something along the lines of like, I said, you know, we might not need dressy outfits or something. Or maybe I just said outfits. I don't remember, but somebody's response was basically, just because we can't go out doesn't mean that we don't want to get dressed up and feel better. And I was like, absolutely. So I wanted this to be the first little look that I did that, like I said, is just kind of easy, simple, just a little bit of something. I have another makeup look coming up that's a little bit more intense, and then I have some outfit videos planned as well. I don't know in Vlogmas what part we're at, if you guys have already seen those or not. If you haven't, they're definitely coming up. So yes, today's look is bronzy, it's shimmery, it's dewy, it's simple. I hope that you guys love it. I hope you're having a great December day, and let's go ahead and get started in this very chill, hardly any talking tutorial. Okay, I have some dry shampoo in my hair, letting that simmer for a minute or two. And yeah, I don't think this is going to be a super long, a super complicated tutorial. I just want this to be like easy breezy Christmas. So I've already done a little bit of prep on my skin. I've moisturized and everything. Sidebar, who else is already suffering so bad from like winter skin? Because my chin specifically is so dry, but like even under my eyes. Last night I was taking my makeup off and like getting ready for bed and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, when did I get all these wrinkles? And I was like, oh my goodness, that's not even like wrinkles, that's just dry skin. Not a good time. So I think because of that, today I'm going to use my Wet n Wild. This is the primer serum from Prime Focus. I think that's the line of this one. And it's a hydrating little serum primer. It's actually really good. I really enjoyed it. It doesn't take a whole lot, so I'm just going to do a little drip down my forehead there. I do want to try something different sort of for my brows today, so I may turn off the camera for that for just a second in case it fails and I just have to do them like normal. But basically I'm just wanting to do kind of a sharper line underneath my eyebrows. I'm going to try to use my NYX micro brow pencil for that and just like draw underneath. I don't think it's going to work. I really don't think it's going to work. I think I'm just going to go back to what I normally do. But I'm going to try to do that really quick and then I'll come right back. Okay, I feel pretty good about these. I just did a little bit of concealer underneath this part of my eyebrow to kind of give a little bit of a highlight effect. All I did was use the NYX brow pencil to fill my eyebrows in completely, and then I used the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I used mine in the color 3. This is like the gel, and I love it so much. Okay, now I'm just going to prime my eyes with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this because we're not going all out on our eyes today. The only thing I haven't really decided about for this look is eyeliner. I don't know if I don't want to do any or if I just want to do like a little smoky, like right at my lash line. Definitely no wing liner or anything like that today though. So the two palettes I want to use for this is the Nightmare Before Christmas palette and then the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette. I'm thinking from the Pumpkin Spice one, I'm going to use the color Blushing Pumpkins or maybe Something Sweet, one of those. And then either I'm going to use Praline from that same palette as like my transition color, or I might use Shock from the Nightmare Before Christmas. I think I might use Shock. I like how that looks a little bit better. So I'm going to start with it. I'm so curious to know what the weather is like where you guys are right now, because in Georgia the weather is still AWOL. It goes from being 30 degrees in the morning to 70 degrees in the afternoon. And then some days the low is 50, some days the low is like 32. It's really hard to dress. This is like, I love this time of year and I always have a really hard time explaining this. So you guys will have to tell me if you feel like I feel and know what I'm saying. I don't like to be cold. I would prefer not to be cold. But I would always rather prefer to be cold rather than too hot. But I like to be in the weather and atmosphere that I can be cozy. Does that make sense? So like I like to be cuddled under a million blankets. Even in the summertime we have like the air kicking, I have all the fans on, but I still want to be cold enough to be under blankets. I don't know what that's called other than crazy. So nice and soft and blown out, and then we're going to go on with one of those colors from the Pumpkin Spice palette. Okay, so from the Pumpkin Spice palette, I think I'm going to use, I think I'm actually going to use Praline, which I know is neither of the ones that I said, but it just kind of has like almost like a pinky kind of glitter to it. I think it'll go a little bit better. And I may, after I get all this done, decide I need to go in with something a little bit darker, but we'll see. I don't necessarily want this to be like a super overly dewy look for my skin, but I do kind of want it to just be like a natural look. So I think this may be okay for the eyes. Let's see, do I want something a little darker? I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Cinnamon Stick from the Pumpkin Spice palette, just to kind of add a little bit of depth. This is a really pretty brown color that has like gold shimmer in it. Very pretty. I'm only gonna do a little bit and it's just gonna be out here. My phone, when it alerts me that Target like has a sale or something's going on, it has the same tone as my bank account when my card gets charged, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I don't know why I don't turn that off. Definitely Cinnamon Stick was the right thing to do. Speaking of cinnamon, what is your favorite like Christmas time treat, your holiday flavor? Dustin really likes peppermint anything, even though I think that's kind of a year-round flavor on some things. But we were talking about gingerbread the other day and I was like, you know, I never can remember if I like gingerbread or not. I don't really think I do. I don't like dislike the flavor of it, but I definitely don't look forward to any gingerbready type treats. I like this. I need to go back in to kind of highlight where I highlighted with that concealer a little bit better now. I think I'm just going to keep it simple, use the same palette and use the color Cream Cloud, which looks like a white, but it's actually kind of a pinky white. So I hope it'll look good. I never ever do this, but I think a brown smudgy like smoky eyeliner actually would look really good with this. I don't even know if I have a brown eyeliner. Okay, I do have a brown eyeliner. This is a Maybelline Ultra Liner. It's like a liquid liner that has this tiny little applicator on it. So we're gonna see if we can do that and then maybe smoke it out a little bit. Okay, now that we have a little base for that, I'm going to use Fallen Fudge, which is kind of a red brown, but I think it'll look good with this, again from the Pumpkin Spice palette. Okay, we're going to jump in the Nightmare Before Christmas and use the color Beryl or Lock. What do we want to use? I actually think Lock, because that'll kind of keep it in the shimmery family. I remember why I don't like that eyeliner, and it's because it literally falls immediately off. Okay, moving on to mascara swiftly. I think I'm going to use my Lights, Camera, and Lashes from Tarte's mascara. I got this on my birthday. It's a cute little birthday package. And of course in black. I never ever ever use any mascara that is not the blackest black unless I'm just like testing out a formula. And I remember in high school I used to always get brown, and looking back at pictures I was like, why did I do that? Did not look good on my eyes. And I'm thinking even mascara is going to kind of be a little bit like just a light coat. I like the way that that looks nice and soft. Now I'm going to jump into my face really quick. I've recently fallen back in love with the Mario Badescu lip balm. This is just like, I don't know if they have more than just their generic one, but it's so good for super, super chapped lips. I've been loving it. For my face, I'm just going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I have mine in the shade 320, which I think there was a couple lighter ones. This wasn't the lightest one. It was actually pretty light. I have my damp Real Techniques sponge. Another random question. Do you guys have a favorite sponge? Because this is like such a weird pet peeve, but I hear everybody call any sponge a beauty blender, and I'm like, they're not all beauty blenders. And if I'm being honest, beauty blenders aren't my favorite one. They seem a little bit more porous than some other sponges to me, which I guess might be a good thing for some people, but I don't like that so much. I love the Real Techniques sponges, and I also have used Beaky blenders, and I like those too, but yeah, Real Techniques I think is definitely my favorite one. Now, since I said I wanted kind of like a glowy type thing going on, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics CC cream. This is the Illumination one, and it's a little dark for me. I don't like the CC creams are like fair, medium, dark. And I'm like, okay, but what if you're like super fair? You know, this is, although I think there is a light, but I'm just saying a lot of CC creams come in like 3 shades, and I'm like, where's the diversity in that? So this is a little dark for me, but we're going to pretend like it isn't. If it was summer, it would be all right. So I don't ruin the glowy thing I have going, I'm going to use the Glossier Cloud Paint in Beam, and I'm just going to put that on my blender. I'm weird with blush because I like to do a little on the top of my nose too. I feel like that kind of makes it look a little bit more natural, like a natural flush. I'm going to set that, if you will, with the California blush from Benefit. And for bronzer, I'm using my Hoola from Benefit. I need to get another one of these. I feel like ever since I discovered this, this is like the only bronzer that I use. And I blow through it. I think this is like the next to the last thing, but we're going to use the Spotlight Highlight Palette from Beach Cosmetics. This is my favorite highlighter palette, and I'm just going to combine Ethereal and Glow. Just kind of mix those two together. I would show you, but mine is falling apart because I use it so much. For my lips, I'm going to use my tried and true Milani All Natural lip liner. I've really been liking the way that I have been lining my lips lately because it's not overlined, but it's just over the line. And it just looks really nice and plump and juicy. And then I'm going to go over that with Velvet Teddy from MAC. And I want a little bit of shimmer to this, so I'm going to use my Moon Girl gloss and just go over the top of that. For the last little bit of something, I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit more mascara on my lower lash line. I didn't put any to begin with. Now that my face makeup is done. Okay, I'm going to fix my hair really quick and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, little slicked back bun situation going on. My bangs are a little funny today. Does anybody else love little baby hairs in front? I think they're so cute. Okay, so that is my take on kind of a glowy, bronzy, easy Christmas look. You don't have to spend too much time on this. Obviously, I went a little above and beyond, but I think this time of year, especially this year, if you want to get dressed up, even if you're not going anywhere, definitely do it. Definitely go all out because, you know, you have to do something to make yourself feel better, right? I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have another more dramatic kind of makeup look in the coming days as well. So I hope that you liked this one. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I hope that you guys are having a Merry December day, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye.